Hey there, this is Samuel from barbershopquest.com, and today I'm in Trenton by the famous Sun Center right next to me, and I wanted to talk about how to plan your barbershop and how to get it started. But mostly I want to talk about how to plan your barbershop. And in starting your barbershop, I know I was in a situation when I was starting my barbershop a few years ago. I didn't know the areas to focus on. There's so many things you need to do when you get started, but it's hard to figure out exactly what you need to focus on as you plan and get ready for your barbershop. So those are the things that I'll talk about. It's 5 main things that I'll talk about, based in 5 main areas. So just get started. But meanwhile, I'll break it down and write like a blog or article to barbershopquest.com, and I have a breakdown of whatever it is that I'll talk about today or tonight. And besides, I'm also excited. This is one of my first video vlogs I've done in the night. So it seems pretty cool. So before you get started, there's 2 main things you need to focus on. You need to have an idea of what the size of the barbershop that you want to have. And years back when I made a video, I was talking about the kind of how much capital you need to get started. And years ago when I made that video, I mentioned that there are 3 kinds of barbershop that you could focus on. And right now I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book on how to figure out how much money you need to get started with your barbershop, and also the things that you need to get started with your barbershop. And in this book, the book will be available soon. It will be available on Amazon, but you can also grab it on the website as soon as the book gets ready. But I go into more details on all the things that you need to get started, the basic things, and most especially how much money you need, and also how to go about getting that money. But in the book, I talk about the 3 main kinds of barbershops. So there's 3 main kinds of barbershops that you could start. I go over the basic barbershop that you could get started with, and this is like the basic barbershop. Generally, about 2 or 3 chairs, and you're talking about maybe 1,000 square feet. This is the size of the standard space that you need to start a barbershop. And then the basic things that you need to get started. So that's like the basic barbershop. And then you have the average barbershop, and also the more classy or expensive barbershop. So all this depends. Depends on how much money you have, the area that you are, how much experience you have, and also who are you? Are you a barber? Are you a business guy, a woman, or an entrepreneur, or you just coming out of barbering college and you want to start a barber shop? So there are so many different things to consider in terms of getting ready to get started for your barber shop. But these things are the things that you need to. These questions you need to ask yourself first before you even do anything. And once you figure out the size, the next thing is to figure out the layout of the barbershop. Now the layout is just a simple plan that shows you where things are going to be arranged in the barbershop. And that also will tie into the space or the size of the barbershop. When you start in a big barbershop, some people will get like an architect, or a designer to help you with the layout and also the designs. But if you start in a small barbershop, like what I usually recommend, generally you need like to make an outline or make a little drawing of, I'm going to put the chairs here, the door is going to be here, the retail space is going to be here, I'm going to have my sinks here, and then I'm going to have this here, this is going to hang out here, and then have basically like a plan or layout of how you want the barbershop, your barbershop to look like, And so those are the 2 main things to get it done with, but to get you started before I even go into like the 4 main areas. So once you have gotten that done, the next thing to focus on is a business plan. The business plan is very, very important, but it's been overshadowed because, or not given a due, how do you call it, value. And I know why, because I personally hate business plans. You know, these business plans are very, very detailed. They're very big, and it's like you have to put in so many things, but you don't really have to go crazy over a business plan. You know, in the business plan, just generally, it's like a journal or a simple plan of how the business is going to unfold. You know, so as the business changes, you're going to make changes to the business plan. You know, so there's no need to be paralyzed by the business plan. You know, but generally have a business plan. You know, that is simple, that you add on. You know, and generally what I'm saying, like, you start a business plan, and you know, you could add on and then basically change it as you go. But I'll give you an idea of or points of things that you need to focus on in the business plan for your barbershop. You know, so the first thing that you need to focus on is the location. You need to have an idea of the location where you're going to have your barbershop. The second thing plan is how you're going to incorporate. You know, you're going to be an LLC, it's going to be a corporation, single member. I generally advise you go the LLC route, but you need to figure out which kind of corporation you're going to have in your business plan. Okay, and then next is going to be the finances and the accounting. You also got to figure out how you're going to operate your barbershop. You know, you're going to have a barbershop manager. Are you going to be the manager, or how are you going to run the barbershop? So that needs to be added to the business plan. The next thing is social media and website. You know, we live in it's 2016. You know, a lot of you know, the internet is a big thing. You know, social media is a great thing, and you need to figure out how you're going to play that game. You know, you need to figure out how you're going to be establish a presence and be successful promoting your barbershop through social media into your business plan. You need to think about business insurance. You know, make sure that because you're taking a risk, you know, with your business and everything as a whole. You need to have like an insurance, you know. Also, you need to figure out how the profits, you know, how you're gonna make money, you know, how much money you're gonna be making per, you know, based on the checks that you have and everything. So you need to figure out your profits or your revenue margins. And then also finally in the business plan, you need to figure out how you're gonna brand and also how you're gonna market. You know, branding is a whole different thing. You know, your culture, how is your barbershop gonna be identified? You know, how are people gonna think about your barbershop? You know, so that all goes into branding. And you need to figure out your business plan. You know, like I said, do not make it very rigorous or too bogus that it paralyzes you, but make it comprehensive and you add on to it as you go. You know, like I said, the business plan is gonna change over time. You know, because things change all the time. Business are changing all the time. People are changing all the time. Clients' attitude, behaviors are gonna change all the time, and you have to amend your business plan. So it's gonna change, you know. But for now, just have a plan, you know. And like I said, make sure you follow me on social media for an update of these videos when they do come out. barbershopquestSam. But most importantly, make sure that you're subscribing on this bottom here, because I'll make individual videos on all these things that I talked about that you need to incorporate into your business plan, and I'll give you some more ideas and things like that to help you plan it out or put it out. But for now, these are the things that I need to focus on. And just a quick reminder, I'm gonna include this on the website, and I'm gonna actually have it written down so that way you could see it in case you just wanna have like a note, or you're more you know, some people like to see all the things, you know, so I have it all written down step by step on the website, you know, barbershopquest.com, and then you can see all the things that I talked about. But the next 4 things, the next or the second thing that you need to focus on besides the business plan is the money. You know, how much money are you gonna need to start your barbershop? Ideally, if you're starting a small barbershop or a basic barbershop that I talked about, Generally, you need between $6,000 to $10,000 to get started. So based on 6,000 to 10,000 US dollars. Based on where you are, it might vary, it might depend. But for the West, for the United States, that's how much you need to start like a basic barbershop, $6,000 to $10,000. Now you need to figure out how much money you need. If you're starting an average barbershop or you're starting a big barbershop, as I talked about in my book, I know based on the barbershop that you started, you need to figure out how much money you need to get started. So that's the second thing, or the second area you need to focus on. The third thing, or the third area to focus on is your equipment. Now under the equipment, you have you have the barbershop chairs, you have the tools, you have the TV, you have the mirrors, you have the sink, you have the system, you have the clock, you have cable, you have different things that goes under the equipment. So you need to also focus or actually look into the equipment that you're going to need to start a barbershop. You also need to look at the furniture. You have I mentioned before, the barbershop chairs, you have the client chairs, you have other chairs and things that goes on the furniture. You have the cabinets, you have the drawers and things like that. And then also the supplies, where are you going to get supplies from? What kind of supplies are you going to do? What kind of services are you even going to offer? That will also tell you what kind of supplies you need. So you need to figure out the supplies that you need to start your barbershop. So that's the third thing you need to focus on. Right? Now moving on to the fourth thing is the startup cost. A lot of people override or do not see the startup cost. Now the startup cost is things that are associated with starting a new business. Things like registering for a business. You need to pay, if you're in the United States, you need to pay like $200 to $300 to get your business registered. You need licenses and permits. You need to pay for all these licenses and permits. And although a lot of people do not calculate it, add it to their list when they're starting a new barbershop, these are things that you need to bear in mind. These are things that come with the starting up a new business, especially a barbershop. You're also gonna need public utilities, like water, like heat, like cable. All these bills go into tied into your barbershop. So like I said, I'm gonna make videos and go a little bit deeper into all these things that I talked about. But make sure you subscribe, subscribe on this channel. Follow me on Barbershop Quest, and that way you're gonna get the videos of all these things that go into a little bit more deeper and give you a little bit more suggestions and go a little bit more in depth on these things. But these are the things that you need, the startup cost, and then finally focus on the construction cost. This is in terms of if you're gonna make changes to your barbershop and in the area and stuff like that, or if you're making like a counter for your mirrors and stuff, or let's say you're making some remodeling to the space, or you're making something, creating something, or doing something with the let's say with the pipes, or with the wiring, or with the how do you call it, or with how the shop looks. Some people will rip the whole wall and they will put in like new walls, or they might just change the floor because they hate it when they got the space. The lighting, the bathroom, different things with construction costs. You need to figure out, you need to calculate, you need to add to it how much you're going to spend to make constructions if you are going to do constructions. I personally am not a big fan of doing constructions because it's going to cost a lot of money. I prefer a space that's already done and it's kind of almost ready to set go. But excuse me, I'll go more into depth in my other videos. So these are the things to focus on when you get started, or when you're planning to start your barbershop, and make sure that you are set and prepared. and ready to get started. So I hope this video helped you out. I hope these points helped you out. First, again, quickly go over what kind of size you want your barbershop to, the size of the barbershop. Also go over the layout or the design of the barbershop, and then go over the business plan, all the things that I talked about to incorporate inside your business plan, and then figure out how much money you need, figure out the equipment, your furniture and your supplies, and then finally your construction costs. And I hope this video helped you out. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and just figuring out Snapchat. Hopefully I'll add it to the so you could also catch up with me on Snapchat, figure out any new stuff that I have. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe below on this channel, because that's the only way you get my new videos when they do come out. Take care, stay warm, and until next time.